Step by step, walk the 1,000-mile road. You can only fight the way you practice. There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself. If you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. To win any battle, you must fight as if you are already dead. The ultimate aim of martial arts is not having to use them. It may seem difficult at first, but everything is difficult at first. No fear, no hesitation, no surprise, no doubt. It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet. All men are the same, except for their belief in their own selves, regardless of what others may think of them. Truth is not what you want it to be, it is what it is, and you must bend to its power, or live a lie. In battle, if you make your opponent flinch, you have already won. The true science of martial arts means practicing them in such a way that they will be useful at any time, and to teach them in such a way that they will be useful in all things. Respect the gods, without relying on their help. Be neither insufficiently spirited, nor over-spirited. An elevated spirit is weak, and a low spirit is weak. Do not let the enemy see your spirit. The purpose of today's training is to defeat yesterday's understanding. Do not waste time idling, or thinking after you have set your goals. Fixation is the way to death. Fluidity is the way to life. If you know the way, broadly you will see it in everything. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight, and the only reason a warrior fights is to win. In large-scale strategy, it is beneficial to strike at the corners of the enemy's force. If the corners are overthrown, the spirit of the whole body will be overthrown. Determine that today you will overcome yourself of the day before. Tomorrow you will win over those of lesser skill, and later you will win over those of greater skill. The path that leads to truth is littered with the bodies of the ignorant. As far as I'm concerned, I regret nothing. A man cannot understand the art he is studying if he only looks for the end result, without taking the time to delve deeply into the reasoning of the study. Develop intuitive judgment and understanding for everything. Whatever your determination or willpower, it is foolish to try to change the nature of things. Things work the way they do, because that is the way of things. You win battles by knowing the enemy's timing, and using a timing which the enemy does not expect. Unless you really understand others, you can hardly attain your own self-understanding. In strategy, your spiritual bearing must not be any different from normal. Both in fighting and in everyday life, you should be determined though calm. Meet the situation without tenseness yet not recklessly, your spirit settled yet unbiased. There is timing in everything. Timing and strategy cannot be mastered without a great deal of practice. In time, all things work to your advantage when you pursue them with an open heart. It is imperative to master the principles of the art of war and learn to be unmoved in mind even in the heat of the battle. See to it that you temper yourself with 1,000 days of practice and refine yourself with 10,000 days of training. Do not sleep under a roof. Carry no money or food. Go alone to places frightening to the common brand of men. Become a criminal of purpose. Be put in jail, and extricate yourself by your own wisdom. Perception is strong, and sight weak. In strategy it is important to see distant things as if they were close and to take a distanced view of close things. Water adopts the shape of its receptacle. It is sometimes a trickle, and sometimes a wild sea. Polish your wisdom. Learn public justice. Distinguish between good and evil. Study the ways of different arts one by one. You may abandon your own body, but you must preserve your honor. In all forms of strategy, it is necessary to maintain the combat stance in everyday life, and to make your everyday stance your combat stance. Approach the enemy with the attitude of defeating him without delay. You should not have a favorite weapon. To become over-familiar with one weapon is as much a fault as not knowing it sufficiently well. One must make the warrior walk his everyday walk. When in a fight to the death, one wants to employ all one's weapons to the utmost. I must say that to die with one's sword still sheathed is most regrettable. No man is invincible, and therefore no man can fully understand that which would make him invincible. Do not let the body be dragged along by mind, nor the mind be dragged along by the body. Do not act following customary beliefs. Speed is not part of the true way of strategy. Speed implies that things seem fast or slow, according to whether or not they are in rhythm. Whatever the way, the master of strategy does not appear fast.